think it was the phone getting a little bit too hot. Oh, what's up? It's a couple people in here. Yeah, the phone's skipping and lagging because it was hot as hell. I'm back. I'm back. I had to start another live. I restarted my phone real quick. Thank you for everybody who was letting me know what's going on because I couldn't see the phone from where it was with the glare on it. So I'm just gonna give it a second, and once a couple people get in here, we'll we'll do this reading. We'll pull a couple cards. I was saying something. Oh, I was saying something about not responding right away, man. If you know, people are always gonna have something to say. People are always going to. They're gonna talk, and we're so conditioned, you know, being this person. Just and hopefully y'all can hear me. We're so conditioned just to snap off. I mean, at least for me personally, right? Mars in Aries, and I was saying my Vedic Mars is in Pisces, but they're both in the 8th house, right? Mars energy. One of the big things in my experience, in my incarnation, in my life, has been to channel my anger and channel that, right? That energy. I mean, it's energy, but if we can take a couple deep breaths, we can handle things in so much of a better way. We can handle things so differently, right? So the devil energy is coming through right as the phone starts messing up, and we're talking about channeling that anger and not responding, not just reacting, rather. So we're gonna read these cards. I just wanted to get these other cards out and make sure we have everything sort of shuffled and ready. But how beautiful Krishna, Shiva, charity comes through. I have this Keepers of the Light deck. Just for anybody wondering what deck this is, it's called Keepers of the Light. And I hope y'all can hear me. Can y'all hear me all right? Got the phone down in the shade. Y'all, these dragonflies and butterflies over here today, fire. So on the bottom of the deck too, I didn't even notice we have Freya down here. We got the moon, we got that big old full moon right here. Y'all, you are literally a part of this reality. Every part of your external reality is a part of you. It is all a part of you. And that's something that's, I know it's not, you know, that's in the spiritual community, everybody says that. You know, I know you've heard the saying, like, the universe is inside you, right? And it sounds good, right? But it really, really is in the most literal sense. And I should have just pulled up in here. And so the signs, the synchronicities, you guys, when you pray, when you talk to the universe, praying doesn't have to be any words that you're reciting, right? It can literally be a conversation like between you and an old friend, and you will get answers. You will realize that we're always in constant communication with the divine. When we become more mindful of where our mind is at, and we become more mindful of the present moment, we realize that this whole thing, this is a beautiful, beautiful play. It's a dance. It's a dance of the divine playing every part in this play. And so to be here with you guys today, especially with these cards coming out, doing our offering, seeing these beautiful animals, you know, coming through, it's a blessing. And so I'm grateful to be here with y'all. Let's read this charity card first. Y'all see that little white butterfly? Faith, hope, and charity are a trinity of archangels who are dedicated to helping us regain our natural traits of kindness, trust, and faith in the highest good. Charity is the twin flame of Archangel Camuel. She has a great spirit that encourages us to undertake the spiritual practices of prayer and meditation. Prayer is the way we speak with the divine, and meditation is the way we open ourselves to receive the answers we need to hear. Charity is also the angel who kisses the forehead of all of those who pray in support of others. She absolutely loves to see this kindness because it creates an inspirational healing wave of goodwill to the world. The powerful Archangel Charity is drawing close to you at this time because she's recognized that you have goodness in your heart and you put others first. She brings you thanks and support. Move into prayer and meditation with regards to any decisions you have at this time. You're being guided to take the time to breathe and receive. Hopefully you guys can see the card. Know that you will have a real surge of intuition when it's time to move forwards. Thank the angels for guiding you toward your highest good and welcome Charity into the space with you. Beautiful. Y'all, I'm still like blown away that Shiva and Krishna came through. Spirit showing out for the collective today. Oh, I think it's an S. Nope. Okay, we'll read Krishna first. Trust your spiritual guidance. Your commitment has been recognized. You are loved unconditionally. Krishna is a Hindu god who is known as Mahavatar, the great avatar, and embodies divine wisdom. One of India's best loving gods, he is an approachable, kind, loving, and supportive guide. He's peaceful. He is a peaceful being with a great love for all people and animals. He's often depicted with a calf or lamb, which is a symbol of innocence, and a peacock feather on his head, which is said to honor the divine feminine. He was a spiritual guide of the warrior soul Arjuna, as related to the Hindu epic Bhagavad Gita, which really is a story of choosing love over fear and helps us move beyond the limitations and wars our ego creates in our mind, and maybe even in the world around us. His twin flame is Radha. You have a deep spiritual connection and must trust the guidance that's coming through. Your devotion to the spiritual path has been recognized. It may feel as if you've been on a mental and emotional battlefield, but there are sweet messages of hope around you now. Krishna is here to boost your sense of connection to the divine and encourage you to act from your soul. If a decision needs to be made, ask yourself what will honor your soul and those around you. If you can choose the best for all involved, then you will feel even closer to the divine. Lord Shiva, rise up, honor your inner force. Steps are being given. Dance with the universe. Shiva is one of India's trinity of male god figures. He's depicted wearing a cobra around his neck, representing his capacity to tame fear or the ego, surrounded by stars, showing his connection to the cosmos, and holding a trident, acknowledging the three aspects of divine masculine power in India: creator, preserver, destroyer. Shiva is known as the destroyer because of his warrior-like energy and ability to destroy fear. He is a facet of the Divine Father energy and offers paternal protection, support, and guidance. He's also acknowledged as the cosmic dancer because he helps coordinate the interaction between Earth and the cosmos. He has the capacity to help us move beyond the fear of failure and into clarity and connection. And I just want to say, before I read the extended message of the card, Lord Shiva is... This book does an all right job of explaining these energies. and it's awesome to get different perspectives. And for all of you that are interested in this, I suggest doing research. I suggest talking to the universe about it, praying about it. But Shiva is literally the presence that is within us, the awareness that is looking out of your eyes right now, hearing your thoughts in your mind. That's Shiva, perfect stillness. And at the same time, Shiva, God, is holding every single planet in its place, moving every single body in your reality. And Shiva is the destroyer, because that awareness, that experiential realization literally destroys who you thought you were. It destroys your demons, it destroys your ego. And all from this space of perfect stillness. That's why his third eye, when it opens, it destroys anything that it looks at, because that is our eye of truth. That's our third eye, right? Shivoham, the mantra, means I am Shiva. So I just wanted to add that. Like I said, the book does dope to help you connect with the energy, but it's so much deeper, and Krishna as well. Lord Shiva is with you right now to awaken your sense of connection to life itself. You're moving through a deep transition, and things will be clearer from this point. You know exactly what you need to do and where you need to be. This is a powerful time, as you will transcend the limitations that others have set for you. Whoa, I'm having a deja vu right now, y'all. It's a time of innovation, ideas, stargazing, soul traveling, and soul revealing. Shiva, the Lord of dance, is here with his sacred sound of Om to lead the way. And I want to read this Freya card as well. And then I want to say, as I was shuffling this, oh wow, both versions of it. As I was shuffling this other deck, a message came through, and I want you guys to see this card that came through. Okay, so we have Freya, goddess of the moon, right? Phases and cycles. There's a beginning with every ending. Illusions are being revealed and released. The words on the song, I don't know if y'all heard it. It might seem a little crazy. Freya, which means lady, is the Norse goddess of the moon and love. She's the twin flame of Odin, and a warrior goddess who offers deep spiritual and physical protection to those who call on her. She will stand before you with her shield and spear, keeping you safe from harm. She works closely with the moon energy and helps us to recognize that our life is a cycle that's always changing. She herself is the maiden, the mother, and the crone aspect of all women, and guides them to see the wisdom these cycles bring. We all go through phases and cycles of growth, and Freya is the energy that supports this. She has a raven spirit totem, which is said to represent her capacity to travel between heaven and earth. Message. A phase of your life may be coming to an end, but it's important to acknowledge it's not the end. When one door closes, another one opens. You may have been desperate for change, but now that it's here, you could feel vulnerable. Know that the mighty goddess Freya will guide you. Illusions are now being revealed so that you can leave behind anything that is false. Step into your peaceful, warrior-like energy and welcome the changes you deserve. Tie up all loose ends and take heart. This is an exciting time. Family, what a beautiful message. Just highlighting our connection to the divine, highlighting the work that we have been doing as a collective and as individuals, and really sort of a pat on the back, right? Sort of acknowledging everything that we've been saying in the collective readings lately, where it's like, yo, we're closing those doors, new ones are being opened, you guys, but it is the time to be still and know. And that brings me to this message that I kept seeing as I was shuffling. Here it is. And it was this tower. It's this from this double major tarot. It's this tower here that hopefully y'all can see it. The tower is falling, but this person is actually trying to put it back up. So it's like the divine has come through with a meteor or a lightning strike or whatever knocked this tower over. And here's the collective, some of us, right, trying to put the tower back, trying to fix something that we know in our hearts the divine has broken apart. And I really do. We're gonna grab another card or another couple cards just to sort of clarify this or see what the divine wants to say about this, because it is different. As I was about to speak, it's different for everybody. So it's the message, Spirit. Okay. So we have, you guys, on the bottom, double moon with the Freya card being the moon as well. There is I mean, you guys, this is definitely the ending of a cycle. And so for some of the collective, it feels like you're trying to put something back together that has completely shattered apart energetically, right? Say it's a relationship. Some of us are holding on to a certain relationship, whether it's physically or energetically, knowing damn well that the cycle has ended. And instead of being here and looking out toward the future, we're literally looking back at this past cycle, trying to take the action toward that. And Spirit bringing me back to that Freya card, you guys, the only thing that is permanent here is impermanence. The only thing, and I say that too a lot of times, and I'm feeling relationship vibes for some of the collective. You know, we have been very conditioned and programmed through Disney and through Hollywood and through life, right? That we can have something and it's just forever, happily ever after, right? We find that peace that completes us and we don't let it go, and we live happily ever after. And you know, I'm not saying that you can't, that your soulmate is not out there and that you cannot have that. But we came here, collective, at a time where we are creating this massive shift collectively. And so a lot of these we're literally, you know, stepping into this Y paradigm, and we're being guided to close this X paradigm, right? And so, you know, a lot of us are holding on and looking back and still trying to connect. And this is not just something that I'm just saying, right? For those of you that this rings true, I want you to ask your heart, your deepest inner self right now. You can literally, we can feel with our entire being when things are over. We can feel it. We feel truth vibrationally, and that goes for any truth, right? We know when something's true. We know when someone is true, or when someone is genuine, or someone is telling the truth, because it's a feeling. It's not some spirit guide in form coming to whisper something in our ears, you guys. It's a feeling. The divine speaks through silent whispers of our soul that we just know. Some of us do get clairaudient downloads, and some of us do get clairvoyant visions. But what's going to go hand in hand with those clairaudient downloads and visions is always going to be an undeniable feeling of something ringing true, right? And so what the advice coming through here, I'm gonna grab one more card of advice, but we have this Temperance card, and it is about, it's again, the main message that's been coming through for us collectively is be still and know. Turn that darkness that you've been through into light, to transmute that, to integrate what you've learned and what what you've sort of been through, to be able to integrate all of that right now and be like, okay, divine, I am open. I'm letting my wants and desires, my ego, I'm setting that to the side, and I'm fully open, just like that hollow bone card. I'm fully open to what is best for me, and I'm fully open to the guidance that you're giving me to bring me that way. And the transmutation of the alchemist, of the temperance card, and this is about your angels being here with you, y'all. The transmutation is about taking these dark situations that we've been through and stepping outside of the little self and saying, what did I really learn here? If this situation was sent by the divine for me, right? If I can look at this as happening for me, then in what way is that? Can I see it, right? 334 in the chat. We have the world. We have the Knight of Swords in reverse, you guys, with the you guys are, we are so protected and so guided at this time. We are literally going, and regardless of our age here, we're probably all experiencing one of the biggest shifts that we have ever experienced in our lifetimes, and that's because it's happening collectively and vibrationally at this time. And this really is about seeing things differently and not getting too wrapped up in our heads, trying to make puzzle pieces fit, trying to fit the square peg in the round hole, right? This is really where we gain that divine insight on our realities and on everything that's happened in our realities, and we realize that every situation was the divine hanging us upside down on this tree in order for us to grow more and for us to come closer to the divine ourselves. So I say, let's step back from this tower and let him fall, so that way we can integrate and ride this shift out, so that way the wheel is turning in our favor and we can truly close the doors on these cycles. And it's not for everybody, it's not relationships. For a lot of the collective as well right now, this is very internal. It's almost like you're battling the old version of yourself, and with all of these retrogrades, different aspects of that old self are coming up to the surface right now, and we're just like, yo, for example, in my personal experience, when we first started experiencing all of these retrogrades, y'all already know I quit smoking cigarettes like last year. I went out and bought a pack of cigarettes, and I smoked a couple cigarettes from it out of nowhere. With these retrogrades bringing these energies back up, it was just like I woke up one day, and after being totally done with smoking, I was like, I need a I would like a cigarette. And I went to the store, got a pack. The pack's still sitting at the house, but it doesn't change the fact that that old part of myself came back for one last hurrah, so I could, truly let our divine mother take that sword and cut the head off of that demon, right? And that energy in my life. So it's normal though for all of us to experience that, whether it's anger or whether it is the desire for a person or relationship that was part of our X paradigm, right? It's called X. There are X's for a reason. That X paradigm is called an X paradigm for a reason. Wow, this deck is really dope. I haven't used it for the collective. So yeah, these are just parts of our ego that are coming back up. And y'all, with Pluto finishing its retrograde, and we've been saying this for the past couple weeks, but with Pluto finishing its retrograde, you guys, this death card is fire. It's like that part of us is dead and gone. Okay, so I want to say as well, we're about to do whoever wants to participate, we're gonna do a 30-day glow up and plug in challenge. We're gonna do it as a collective. So within the next couple of days, probably sometime this weekend, we'll jump on live, or I'll just make a video. I think it'd be easier just to do on live though, where we will explain what we're going to be doing for this 30-day glow up and plug in. But there's gonna be like 5 to 10 steps, and whoever wants to participate, it's just gonna be habits and things that we are going to start making a part of our daily practice. And by the end of this 30 days, guaranteed to feel directly plugged into the divine and to feel like you are the absolute best version of yourself. And you guys, by the time you do after doing these practices, you're not going to want to go back to the old ways, right? And so I'm geeked. I was actually just looking through my notebook and I came across that, and Spirit's like, oh yeah, it's time. So I'm geeked. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. I'm gonna grab one of these Shaman's Dream, and then we'll grab a card from Ma. And then I think I'm going to go eat my fruit by the river. See if the divine has pulled that coconut under the water. Wow, that was wild. I just intuited that bird call, but I'm thinking like, man, we gotta see an eagle or a hawk out here before we leave. I bet you we'll see one. I can feel it. I can feel it. Now I can kind of see y'all though, now that the phone's in the shade. So what up, family? Yes, the challenge is going to be fire. What is the message for the gang, Spirit? I saw something about light codes down there, you guys, and with us getting hit by these solar flares, we are literally receiving real life light codes right now. We are being activated. We are being activated on a very deep level. What do we have here, Spirit? The collective. I think we got that last night. So this mindful surrender, and the horseman, the herald of change here. This group think I'm being guided to read first, though. This is about sort of stepping out of that collective NPC mentality. It says the human mind can be so many things: a prison, a latrine, a circus, a temple, a cave. It can be a place of resurrection or a place of never-ending expansion. Right now, be careful of where you wander in your mind. The quality of your thoughts is key as you're in a fertile time for full manifestation. You want to ensure that the seeds you plant will sprout and flourish into the life you seek to grow. Be mindful not to scatter weeds. It's easy to be influenced by others right now too, especially in our digital age. It's hard to protect yourself from the energy and the sheer amount of information bombarding you 24/7. What in the? There's a bumblebee here somewhere, y'all. I think it's trying to come say hi. If you allow all fear and uncertainty to pollute your mind and emotions, you will fill yourself up with this negativity and then see more of it in your outer world. Stay out of gossip and other forms of group think, for when you cut another person down to their level due to their perceived mistakes or limit them by your envy, you activate lack for yourself. So fill yourself with thoughts of plenty. Imagine your universe unfettered by scarcity and alive with abundant hope and goodness. Be mindful of what your mind is full of and keep the faith. Good brings more good. Love, more love. Gratitude, more things to be grateful for. When the horseman appears, he's inviting you to spread the good news. Everyone already knows the bad news. Your task is to point out the beautiful when others see only the ugly. Note the possible, no matter how implausible it may seem. This does not mean becoming giddy or blindly optimistic, but rather reminding yourself that every storm cloud has a silver lining. Become a herald of the positive. Put away the fatalistic attitude, the dire predictions, the dreadful expectations about the world or about your life. Declare the arrival of a new and better you. Proclaim that you have risen from the realms of the dead, woken from a long and dreadful slumber, and are back on the world stage. The show is on again. The horseman cautions you not to allow your exuberance to become hollow or trivial. Be sure that there's substance to the news you spread, and you are willing to live up to the expectations you raise. The world will welcome you with open arms as you share an uplifting message. Heed the horseman when he shows up once, for he bears good news and is announcing a prosperous and peaceful time. And number 48. We have 30, 40, and 48 out here. When the Sky Dancer appears, she's inviting you to welcome the deepest power of the feminine into your life. You've already overanalyzed your situation to exhaustion. Now is the time to invite the sacred feminine, the wisdom within your heart, no matter your gender, to guide you to success. If you've become earthbound, plotting and planning and praying for change, cease and desist. Break the habit of being yourself, of repeating the same behavior and hoping for a different outcome. Stop trying to figure it all out and stop overthinking it. Surrender. The Sky Dancers are heralding the arrival of a new relationship with yourself, in your work, or in your love life. Do not assume that this person or opportunity will rescue you. The only way to liberation is to kiss the ground goodbye and take flight, to rise above the fray and the drama of the struggling, arguing mind. Dance in the sky and view the madness below. By simply witnessing the actors and the human comedy unfolding on the ground, you're transforming it. As you observe the drama, you unleash the power of the sacred feminine that allows for resolution. The Sky Dancers know the maps of heaven and the way to the holiest and most sacred spaces on earth. They come to help you with your current life and even more to guide you to the realization of your own divinity. You guys, and we got this last night. It's just staring at us here on the bottom with the power of community. And this is literally us here gathering around this space. This is our magic circle, you guys. There's so much power in this. There truly is so much power in these get-togethers, and we can use them in any way we wish. Really, we can use them for healing. We can use them for abundance in all aspects, and it's really just a matter of putting our intention together, right? Where two or more are gathered in my name, I am there in their midst. We're gonna grab a message from Ma. Going to put one last piece of frankincense on the coal. And for those of you that have just got here or that didn't hear me earlier, thank you so much for being here in this space with us. Thank you for being a part of our get-togethers, our ceremonies, whatever you want to call them. Thank you for being a part of this family. Thank you for the love and support. Thank you for doing the work. Thank you for, showing up and showing out for yourself and your loved ones, your families. When we heal ourselves, we heal everything around us. So thank you. You are appreciated in my Tupac voice. Babs, thank you so much for the donation. You guys, and to whoever I missed when the phone was in the sun, thank you to any and everybody who has donated um, today, last night, at all, period, right? And I was saying last night in the live as well, I did restock the pre-recorded readings. I am making a couple changes to my schedule on the scheduling app, and when I do that, I will be restocking the live sessions as well. I'll probably make a community post or a social media post. So thank you all for being patient with me. It's been nice to have a couple days of recuperation. I think we got these last night. I know we got this Shri Bala. We got Vishvamata as well. Although you may be in circumstances that you would prefer not to be in at this time, you're actually in a position of unrealized spiritual power. You will gain benefit from what is transpiring when the relevant learning and personal growth have been acknowledged. That's the exact message I was feeling from that Hanged Man. Where you see in the Hanged Man card, the person has that halo, that light around their head, and it's because through gaining that different perspective, this person has become illuminated, and that is where we are all at collectively right now. That's why the divine keeps saying to be still and know. We're integrating, we're being upgraded, so to speak. When relevant learning and personal growth have been acknowledged and integrated, these circumstances will give way to a more favorable situation. And we also have this Shri Bala card. It says, commit entirely and without hesitation to your most passionate inspirations. There are genius and wisdom in what you yearn to do. You have a greater capacity to attain fruition than those around you may recognize, so believe in yourself even if no one else does. It's not your imagination that drives you toward your destiny, but the instinctive recognition of your true purpose. And we just did that live for the Cancer New Moon, and we named it Purpose Activation, you guys. So like I said last night, this is a beautiful build up of a massive shift for us as individuals and collectively as well. And we're doing the damn thing. So congratulations to anybody who is here, part of this collective, to anybody that is subscribed to the channel. You summoned me. Your vibration summoned me into your reality, and I am nothing more than somebody that opens a door. And so for all of you that are here, I mean it, straight up. You are doing the work. We all are walking this path at our own pace. So be kind to yourself. Love yourself. Nobody's ahead of anybody. Nobody is more connected or more powerful than anybody, you guys. It's who is going to come to the experiential realization that you are the divine, right? Aside from that little self that we've been programmed and conditioned to believe we are, you and each and every one of us are the divine, and like attracts like, family. So let's freaking go. Let's go check out the river real quick before we dip. Let's see. Look dead at us. What's up, baby? What's up, baby? Wow, how dope. Usually there are eagles over there. There's got to be a couple nests. It is beautiful here, as much as the hustle and bustle of the city can be a little much. I know I'm right where I need to be at this time, and this is my little place of peace. It's right down the street, pretty much a few blocks away. So to be able to come to the river, breathe it in, kick it with the animal homies, it's a blessing. So thank you all so much for being here with us today. I hope everybody is well and in great spirits, and man, I hope y'all have a blessed rest of your day. Be on the lookout for the collective readings. They should be up within the next couple of days. Probably by the end of the weekend, the collective should all have their readings. But you guys, with that being said, I'm taking care of myself. Y'all take care of yourselves. Be well. I love y'all.